Hey friends, and welcome to day 11 of our advent calendar series. My name is Emma Lefave, and today we're going to be painting some mistletoe. Don't forget, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single video this month. All right, let's get started. Okay friends, today we are going to be painting some simple mistletoe. So I actually did mistletoe on a card video years ago, and people were very passionate and mad because I had painted red berries and they said that mistletoe has white berries. In fact, there are some mistletoe that do have red berries. So for this, you can choose whatever you like. I'm going to do the white berries to show you a different option, but if you would like to paint red berries because it's easier or more festive looking to you, please go ahead and do so. Okay, so I'm painting on my Arches cold pressed watercolor paper. It is cut about 3 by 4 inches in size. You can do it however big or small you like. I have my Winsor Newton professional watercolors. I have my Emma Lefave Craft Mo brushes in a size 6 and size 2, water, paper towel, and then I might be using a little bit of my Dr. Peach Martin's Bleed Proof White ink. If you have gouache, white gel pen, whatever you want to use that's a white opaque paint, you definitely can. And we're ready to go. Okay, so we're going to be painting some mistletoe, like I said. I'm going to start off with my smaller brush. And I'm going to be using, I think, my olive green for this. We're going to make it nice and simple. So it's not going to be like too detailed. You can use whatever green you like. And I'm just going to start by doing the stem here. Stem's going to be coming down like this. And then it's going to be branching off into different stems. Okay, so we have one here. Maybe a long one here. And then shorter one here. You can do like a little break up in the stem, so you could do a white berry there. Maybe I'll do one here. Okay. And then I'm going to do a couple more stems. So maybe I'll do a little break here so I can have a white berry there, or a cluster of them. Maybe a little bit here. And I think we can just start adding the leaves. So now I'm going to add leaves, and the leaves are a bit more rounded. So I'm just going to use my brush and I'm just going to give it a little bit of pressure and then lift it up like so. So you don't want to leave it so it's like super pointed. It can be a little bit pointed though. Okay, I'm going to do some leaf coming here, here, wherever you'd like them. Here, here. Super, super simple today. Like that. Just kind of spreading them out. Like that. And just see how it looks to you, how it feels. If you like it or not. You can always add more or less. You can't really add less, but you can start out with less. Okay, and I'm just going to wet them up a little bit, and then I'm going to grab, because mine are still wet, I'm going to grab a little bit of my dark perylene green. You can use whatever dark green you have if you want. And I'm just going to tap a little bit of darkness into some of the leaves, just to give it a little bit of a contrast, a little bit of a shadow, just so it pops a little bit more. You can do a little bit on the stem if you'd like. The tips of some of the leaves. Like so. And I'm going to let those dry before I do the berries. And because the stem is basically dry, I'm going to do a little red bow to tie the color red in there, because I like the way red and green looks for all these. But again, if you want to do red berries and you could do like a little brown kind of string, that could be really cute too. So I'm just going to do a really simple one, just a little circle there. Nothing fancy. Just more like a little ribbon. Like that. like so. And if you wanted to add a little bit of dimension, just grabbing a little bit of a darker red, add some dark red in there, maybe around some of the folds or the end, just for a little bit of contrast so it doesn't look so flat. You can do that. And then let's make sure that our leaves are completely dry before we do the berries. Okay, now that it's dry, we can do our berries, and like any other white object, you want to use a actual color so it's not getting lost with the white background. Actually, a perfect color for this would be my buff titanium color from my Daniel Smith, my only Daniel Smith paint in here. Let me just show you kind of what that looks like, and then I'll kind of show you how to mix it. So I'm just gonna do, I love this color. It's just subtle and it's really good for off-white kind of things. So I'm just gonna show you a berry there. Now, if you wanted to mix your own of this color, you would need like a white watercolor, which I can grab quickly just to show you, or even your white ink or paint like that. Let's try and mix this color. So I would say some burnt umber. Let's see if I can actually show you. So grab some burnt umber like that. Let's grab a little bit of our white. That's really brownish. So I would add a little bit of, I think, yellow ochre to it. And you get a similar color, maybe a little bit more white. Let's see. And there we go. You can make your own buff titanium, same color. Okay, so it was a little bit of burnt umber, white, and yellow ochre. And you can make your own if you don't have buff titanium. And if you don't have those colors, you can always do a really simple light wash of, it could be a brown or a yellow or black. So you just get some sort of really light value of a color so it looks like there's a berry there without getting it lost in the background of the white paper. So I'm just going to add these berries where I kind of made those little spots in front, and then I'll do some behind. Some little clusters behind or to the side, and I'm just using my buff titanium for this. Again, use red if you'd like. Now I'm doing some that are touching each other, and I'll show you how I'm going to separate them so it doesn't look like, you know, they're just clustered together and they're, you know, we want to give them a little bit of dimension so it looks like they're a little bit more realistic and not just little blobs. I'll do 3 here. Okay, so I would wait for them to completely dry and then I'll show you how to make them pop. Okay, so to add a little bit of darkness and shadow to them, then I would take my burnt umber and just add a little bit more color to that mixture. Or you can add a little bit of black, whatever, just to make it slightly darker, but still that kind of like white opaque. And I would just kind of outline a shadow on one side, which is also going to help separate any that are all clustered together, like that. And then I would take a little bit of black just to do like the little kind of stem, this little top, just do a little boop boop, like that. And then lastly, I would take just some plain white on its own and do a small highlight on the other side, the opposite side of the shadow that you just placed in. Just a small highlight, like so. And if you wanted to add a small highlight to some of the, you know, the bow, you could. Up to you. But that's basically it. There is our mistletoe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you for day 12 of our Advent Calendar series tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Bye.